Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are breaking down an incredibly tactical, super actionable session from August 5th, 2026. We're diving into a Startup Circle session debrief led by Justin Results French, the founder of the Revenue Ronin. And honestly, the overarching theme of this session is perfectly captured right there in the title, Discipline, Data, and Results. If you've been struggling to build a consistent, predictable revenue engine for your business, you're in exactly the right place today. Justin is known for totally cutting through the noise, and this blueprint is literally a masterclass in structuring a bulletproof sales pipeline. So let's jump right in.
Here's how we're going to break this down today. We've got a 4-part blueprint. Number 1, the tiered offer stack. Number 2, qualifying your prospects. Number 3, live pitching and social proof. And number 4, systems, tracking, and results.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the tiered offer stack, building your Ascension path. We've got to start with the absolute foundation of your business, which is what you're actually selling.
Now, Justin has this core philosophy that's a bit contrarian but so powerful. He says a winning offer stack isn't about having more offers, it's about a disciplined, high, mid, and low-ticket ascension path. You know, so many businesses make the mistake of creating a dozen different, completely disconnected products, just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks. But Justin argues that less is actually more, as long as those offers are highly disciplined and logically structured. It's really all about creating a clear, obvious journey for your customer, not just throwing them into a crowded marketplace that totally overwhelms them.
And this journey, it operates in 3 very strict steps. The absolute golden rule here, and Justin does not compromise on this, is step 1. You must always lead with a high-ticket offer first. You don't try to warm them up with some $5 ebook and slowly, painfully inch your way up. No way. You present your absolute best, most transformative, highest price solution right out of the gate. Then, you move to step 2, where you can ascend them even further or downsell them to a mid-ticket offer if the high-ticket just isn't a fit. Finally, step 3 is utilizing your low-ticket offer to capture the rest of your audience. But remember, it always starts at the top.
So what does a real high-ticket offer actually look like? Well, the benchmark from this specific session is $4,997. And this isn't just some arbitrary number pulled out of thin air. It is backed by immense, tangible value. For this price point, Justin's example is an in-person mastermind intensive. Think about everything packed into this. You get 30 days of films content shot in a single day, a video podcast, full deployment of the Revenue Ronin operating system, a concrete 90-day plan, a full year of community access, and they literally even include dinner and the hotel. It is a completely irresistible, comprehensive offering. When you lead with something this powerful, it anchors the perceived value of absolutely everything else you do in your business.
Moving right along to Section 2, qualifying your prospects, or as I like to call it, the ruthless filter. Because let's be real, having an amazing $5,000 offer means absolutely zero if you are pitching it to the wrong person. Seriously, before you burn another sales call, who are you actually talking to? Take a second and really think about that. Time is your absolute most precious asset. Every single hour you spend on a Zoom call with someone who's never ever going to buy is an hour stolen straight from your business and your life. You need some serious gatekeeping. To solve that, Justin provides this precise checklist of 5 qualification criteria. You need to ruthlessly filter your prospects through this before a call is ever booked. First, the right budget. Can they actually afford the $4,997? Second, the right prospect. Do they actually have the specific problem you solve? Third, the right timing. Is this a priority for them right now today? Fourth, the right channel. Do they come through a validated source? And fifth, the right decision maker. Are you talking to the actual person who can say yes and sign the check? Listen, if any of these are a no, you do not get on the phone. It is literally that simple, and it has to be that disciplined.
All right, Section 3, live pitching and social proof. Executing the sale. We've got the offer, we've filtered the leads. Now, how do we actually deliver this pitch and close the deal?
There is a massive divide right now in modern marketing between live masterclasses and static content. And Justin passionately declares that live, weekly, 1-hour sessions will absolutely always outconvert static PDFs and lead magnets. Why? Because people buy from people, not documents. A PDF can't convey your passion, it can't show your real-time expertise, and it definitely can't handle a prospect's objections on the fly. A live environment forces actual engagement and lets you build genuine human rapport.
The whole engine behind why live pitching works basically boils down to a mathematical certainty. Visibility plus credibility equals profitability. By showing up live every single week, whether you're live streaming or using a keynote replay strategy, you're maintaining super high visibility. And by delivering real value and answering questions on the spot, you're building unshakable credibility. When you combine those two things within a community that trusts you, profitability is just the natural, inevitable outcome. It's built right into the entire Revenue Ronin ecosystem.
But hey, you can't be the only one singing your own praises, right? You absolutely must have structured social proof. Capture video testimonials with signed release forms. Let other people's transformations do the selling for you. Because customer transformations will close deals that even the world's best traditional copywriting simply can't touch. And notice the discipline here, guys. He doesn't just say, hey, get some testimonials. He specifically says get them on video with signed release forms so you completely own that asset and can legally deploy it across your entire pipeline.
So let's see how this translates into real-world results. These are actual community wins from the debrief, and they serve as just incredible social proof for Justin's system. Take Will Carter from Unshakable Entrepreneurs. He walked through his 3-tier offer stack live on the session. He has secured 37 high-ticket clients over about 2 years. Plus, he's got 13 members in an accountability tier, with 4 already validated at a brand new $250 a month price point, all while pulling off a live webinar funnel pivot. Then there's Christelle, who shared her success using a hybrid weekly group cohort model that perfectly blends paid members with superfans, combined with some really smart content repurposing. These are not just theories, these are concrete, amazing transformations happening right inside the community.
Let's wrap things up with Section 4, Systems, Tracking, and Results. The revenue engine. This is where we measure, systemize, and scale the absolute powerhouse we've just built.
Okay, if you take one single lesson away from this entire explainer today, please let it be this. You need to completely abandon tracking intentions. Stop measuring what people say they're going to do. Oh, I'll definitely sign up next week, or I absolutely love this, I'm going to buy it soon. Guys, that is useless data. The Revenue Ronin methodology demands that you track behaviors, actual interest, concrete actions. Did they attend the live masterclass? Did they actually click the link? Are they displaying real buying signals? Behavior is the only true measurement of marketing success.
And the direct result of tracking behavior correctly? It's massive. 20%. Justin achieved a 20% click-through rate through a very specific retargeting fix for an auto shop and a healthcare client. When you track actual data and real behavior, you can optimize your systems to produce undeniably impressive numbers exactly like this. It completely proves that a disciplined approach to data yields outsized results.
Now, as you start getting these amazing results, you have to scale. But you've got to do it without burning yourself out. Justin outlines a super simple, powerful 3-phase operational framework. Phase 1, learn it. Phase 2, do it. And Phase 3, delegate it. You have to intimately understand the task first. Then you do it yourself to iron out all the inefficiencies. And only then, once it is a proven, smooth system, do you pass it off.
And when you do start delegating and scaling up, you must follow a strict, foundational order of operations. People first, then process, then systems. The sequence is absolutely mandatory. You need the right people in place first. Then you establish the standard operating processes for those people to actually follow. Finally, you implement the technology and the software systems to automate and support those processes. If you go out and buy a fancy, expensive software system first, without the people or the process to run it, you are literally just burning cash.
Speaking of people, let's talk about the immense power of putting the right people in your network. This whole ecosystem thrives on shared intelligence. For example, Timo flagged a really crucial Google Search Console SEO update, noting that social profiles are now indexable, and he's actively building a community revenue tracker for everyone. Meanwhile, Antonio powers the community as the sponsor behind Xscribe, which is the transcription engine actually running Justin's whole content pipeline, and Jason from the Business Networking Club was recognized as a long-standing pillar of the X community. This just shows exactly what happens when you prioritize the people in your network.
So how are they getting all this amazing content out there to the world? They deploy a 14-platform content package. The entire debrief we're analyzing today was fed into what Justin calls a master atomization pipeline and a buffer copy tool. This setup seamlessly turns one single live session into a massive marketing machine spanning LinkedIn, X, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, across 14 total platforms. That is the absolute definition of a high-leverage system.
The ultimate proof that all of this works? The offer stack, the live pitching, the systems, it all leads to the number 52. These exact frameworks have driven over 52 actual signups for the Revenue Ronin community to date. The methodology is completely validated. The discipline creates the data, and the data drives the results. Which brings us to the end of our explainer today, And I really want to leave you with this final, vital question to reflect on. Look at your own business right now. Is your current offer stack driving real behavior, or are you just tracking intentions? It might be time to apply the revenue Ronin discipline to your own pipeline. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.